はい、こんにちは。はい、こんにちは。いけてる？まあ、いけてるか。うわ、怖っ。久々すぎて怖配信。ちゃんとみんなお手洗いは行きましたか？これやっぱ遅延すごい。遅延のなくし方も知らんねんけど。あ、やばい、ちょっと待って。ガチでやばい。始まったけど、ちょっと一瞬マジ離席。
Initiating Operation Akh Canal debrief with Operator Morse. State your reason for joining PTI.
I'm looking for something. Something
今何が起きてる？
in front of you. Something you cannot see.
音ちっちゃいこれ。
Hi, welcome to today's developer stream of DeltaForce, where we'll give you a first look and deep dive of everything new coming to DeltaForce in the new season, Echo. My name is Joe, and I'm the communication manager from the team. Joining me today, Kyle.
What's up, everybody? Kyle here, and I'm the community manager from the team. We love talking about the game with you. And with Season Echo, it is an exciting one. A new map, a new operator, tons of exciting new stuff and improvements are coming to our game.
That is really awesome.
Yeah.
こんぐらいでどう？
You bet. And during this stream, we will have some of your favorite content creators joining in and ask burning questions collected from their followers.
And of course, we will also take questions from you, the chat, during the 3 rounds of dedicated QA sessions. So make sure you spam us with your questions.
For your most burning questions, I think we can answer right away, ranging from not yet, working on it, and crank it up all the way to 11.
Of course, that's 12 if you count that. And as a reminder that we have plenty of awesome creators streaming our stream today, and you can watch them with live commentary in French, in Germany, in Russian, in Japanese, and in Korean.
We want everyone to be part of this stream and to show our appreciation that you're watching. We're giving away runs of rewards in redeem code and other forms.
That is really awesome. And some giveaways like the one showing on the screen right now can be collected by everyone, while some really, really cool, awesome rewards you can only get in our, main channel. We are talking about 8 season passes and 20 legendary melee weapons introduced in this new season, which we will show, and you will definitely want. So make sure that when it's that time, come back, leave your message here, so you might just get it. And of course, you can put us on mute. It won't hurt our feelings.
Too much.
Too much, right? That's emotional damage. But now let's get back to our season Echo. We just got a glimpse of the new operator Morse, and apparently something went down terribly, and he's trying to figure out why.
The story behind it all boils down to the epicenter of this season, Akh Canal. And let's take a look.
あ、終わっちゃった。なこれ。新マップじゃね？あ、新キャラか。これがウォーフェアの新マップっぽいかな。新武器ね。こ れがあれか、アサルトライフル。すごい、めっちゃドリル、あ、終わっちゃった。え、船の中、ビークル ATV 走り回ってたぞ。船の上かな、上って戦うんかな。おもろそうや。おもろそうやん。何今のは。ヘリも航空機も出るのかと思って、なんか爆発しちゃうのかな。航空機も出んのマジか。
Hey everyone, welcome back, Eureka. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Eureka, and I am a level designer here at Team Jade. Some of our viewers might remember me from early day streams.
The OG viewers, where you at?
Respect. But enough about me. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or better yet, the camel in the room.
Of course, there is a cargo ship blocking the way.
You might actually be surprised. That very cargo ship is the one we just saw in the cinematic teaser, where our next operator, whom we will talk about too, introduces conflict in GTI, and trust within GTI begins to falter.
Cargo ships, huh? What are they carrying?
You might actually, Harvey has been using their tech and capital to completely infiltrate Akh. Their plan is to turn it into a new testing ground, just like they did with Asara. And to kick things off, they've seized total control of the Akh Canal. Now the Asara guys who used to run the show there have kicked them out. But they didn't go quietly. They launched a retaliatory strike, which is exactly why the massive cargo ship ended up capsizing and blocking the entire channel.
You know, I'm very curious, what are they carrying?
Well, something very expensive.
I guess it has
expensive,
to be
but-
memory cards, right?
Oh, yeah. That's why Kai is
なんか高いらしい。
not here this time. He's
高級
working
なもん
so
何か
hard
が
for
置いてあ
new
んのかな。
PC money. But no, they are actually shipping what they have stolen from Akh. And something much worse. This is all bad echoes of what to happen yet in the future.
I guess we'll have to find out eventually in the game and in upcoming seasons.
未来が
What we
どうたら
can
こ
do
うたらっ
right
て言ってる
now。is to look at the fun part. As Akh Canal is a travel warfare map coming to
travel.
DeltaForce, and it is quite a thriller. First off, Akh Canal is a bigger map compared to the recent map like Aftershock, where it's more
ア
wild.
フターショ
We
ック
also
より
saw
広
a
い
lot
ら
of
しい。
terrain types in the map, right?
Exactly. It offers very fun that people can never have in level.
Open terrain
ア
with
フターショックより
trenches, a
広い
big
けど
cargo ship
移動
as
距離
the
短く
choking
て
point,
戦
and
闘
its
密度が
indoor
高いらしい。
spaces. This map just has it all.
字幕つけれないよね。
Here you
YouTube でも
have
つけたらいい
Section
けど。
A, a factory plan where
これセクション
indoor
A か。
space meets outdoor space, and you've got to be careful with enemy
工
sniper
場
across the
脱
road.
線みたいな感じ。
That is very nice. I see a lot of variety and a lot of cover. I can see so many opportunities.
A1 って書いてあるもん
Yeah.
中。
Then you have Section B1 and B2.
B1
You
B2
have trenches and you have the hill.
B 拠点2個あん
Big
だね。
ground outdoor space, yet lots of covers.
I really like
残酷
the feeling
残酷悪く
openness,
ね。
yet you still have all the cover.
またショットガンが
flank
脅威
routes
って
too.
こと
Yeah, and of course, the big cargo ship with
出た。
lots of
完成。
indoor space and it's a paradise for the CQB players.
パラダイ
This
ス
is
for
Section
CQB
C,
プレイヤー
and
や
you
って。
do want to keep an eye out for enemy from
CQB のパ
above.
ラダイスってこと
Well, honestly, this is just what our community has been asking for. Bigger
CQB
map
パラダイ
and
ス
lots
って
of
こと
cover.
は
Of course.
あれかな
Then you
車
have the
両
dock,
が
which
あんまり
is
メインになら
Section
ん
D.
みたい
This
な
is
感じか
where
な。
we have planned some interesting revolution, which we will tap into later.
I agree with Kyle. This
なんか
is what our players
なんか
have been
爆発してるよね、
asking.
や
A
っぱ。
bigger map, different terrain types, well-placed covers, and all kinds of interesting angles for
なんか
attackers
爆
as well
発
as
して
for
地下の道
defenders.
が入
This
れ
is
るように
not
なる
all.
と。
Akh Canal will be available in Attack and Defeat and Kind of Health mode. It has something really interesting feature in A&D mode to avoid any walking simulator vibe on the map this side. So we are giving attacker plenty of transport vehicle to keep the rush.
And how about, the heavy armor guys here?
E1
It's all about the rhythm. Attackers start with air and heavy armor dominance, but once you cross the river into the port, the sky
D
belongs to
拠点あんの？
defenders. We really wanted to visualize the shift in power.
Well, I noticed the canal is pretty central to the layout, right?
Yeah, exactly.
レア。
We future-proof the map for land and water combat. We designed FVs and AAs with water crossing capabilities, and the landing rail are already baked into the environment.
I really like the AAV we introduced from last season.
Totally. For
Right.
our canal, we want to try something different. Tactical evolution, if you will.
はい。
Right here at
But
Demo
塔が壊れ
section,
て
the main port warehouse
塔が壊れた
player
と。
can trigger a sequence with 2 guided
で
missiles.
車
And
が
as
爆
you
発
can
して
see in the footage, the entire warehouse
はい
does just break.
人いっぱい
It
倒してま
completely
すと。
disappeared, leaving behind a massive crater about
崖っぽい。あ、爆発し
70 meters
た。
wide.
I really hope these warehouses are not for memory cards, though.
They are for opportunities. An opportunity for both that attacking and defending party. For attackers, if you're stalked, you blow the warehouse to create a subterranean capture point. It forces the fight into a pure infantry secure B where air support can touch you.
Because of superior air support from the defenders. Right. And what's in it for the defenders?
Well, they can actually trigger it on their own. If you're losing the point, just blow it yourself to reset the terrain and gain a fresh defensive position for a final
誰か
step.
英語得意な
So
人おらん。
basically, the map is a tactical tool in itself. That is very cool.
何言
Yeah,
ってっか
you
な
know
わ
what
からん
else
マ
is
ジで。
cool?
どうしよ
Making
う。
vehicle even cooler for vehicle handlers, as we are giving vehicle more option to better adapt to the new meta. I will start with IFV. Guided missile will be added as its secondary weapon, giving the new map. I believe this is a great option.
It has a canal.
セカンダリーウェポンのグレートオプションがどうたらこうたらっつってる。
Yes, it is. It's getting a new passive, and that is counter fire radar,
あ、これ
which
何車両の
automatically
話これ。
highlights and marks enemy unit, infantry and vehicle included that attacking you.
Damn, that's pretty impressive. And AAV is already pretty tanky.
And here's you buy 2 get 1 for free deal. Guys, we're also adding similar imaging machine gun to
サーマル追加されんの？
in the game. So you can aim sure and
サー
shoot
マ
no
ク追
matter
加され
how
るし
chaotic it is on
敵
this
が撃っ
battlefield.
てきたら
That is
その敵の位置が
really
分かるって感じか、さっ
And
きの
mobile
は。
gamer on Warframe, we have some good news for you as well. We are adding aim assist for the vehicle weaponry while in
First
first-person
person
perspective,
bicycle aim
so
assist
you
on
can better
mobile.
execute your strategy and have
モバ
fun.
イルで
You just mentioned
バイシクルの
first-person
エイムアシスト
perspective,
が
right?
オンになりま
Now
し
you
た
have
やっ
to
て。
add a third-person perspective for vehicle.
ミサイル撃ってきた人というよ
Yeah, we
り
did that. So
攻
mobile
撃して
gamers
きた
can
人
take a good look at
攻
their
撃して
vehicle
きた
while
人
blowing
じゃないか
things
な
up.
マーキ
That
ン
is
グは
beautiful.
Yeah.
Alright,
多分
let's maybe move on to
間違ってたら
something
す
for
まんと思
players
ってる。
who are all for exchanging gunfire and ramping up their kills.
車両武器の M アシストっぽい
Team
ね。
deathmatch. I know there are something very cool happening
で
at
ビ
that
ークル
front
の
as well,
三人
right?
称と
Yeah. We wanted to make team deathmatch even more fun to
チー
really
ムデスマッ
give
チ
player
の
the rush.
変
So
更
we're
ですか
adding overload point to this mode.
Overloaded with fun.
Power. Now player can defeat enemy to gain and accumulate overload points or OP.
OP.
Yes. And overload points will unlock various powerful buffs like healthy
Oi.
generation, faster reload. They can even see through walls.
That is very OP indeed.
Yeah, we believe player will have tons of kills and fun.
And if
Kilo
you have some
めっちゃ
very
良く
cool
ね？
clips, you know who to send
大
to.
丈夫これ
Yeah,
音ち
send
っちゃくて
him
聞こえてないと
unlimited
かない
And we are giving unlimited turn breaks with
Never.
updated Warframe sessional challenge. So players who enjoy binge playing Warframe can not only obtain and upgrade the legendary melee
なんか
weapon
敵撃破で
Executioner, they
ポ
will
イント
be able
蓄積
to
して
redeem tone bricks. However,
HP 回
they
復リ
won't.
ロード高速か
Okay, so
壁
here is
通
our
しなど
first
の
20
バフ
season
が
pass for your chat.
でもらえる
And
らしい
question is pretty simple. Have you obtained the executioner from the seasonal challenge? So
これは何
leave
ですか
your answer in the chat. You might get the season pass. And also a reminder, if you are watching from one of those restreams, remember to check in here at the main stream channel and leave your mark. That will guarantee your chance.
Yes, let us know, Chad, and the reward could be yours. Since we're closing the warfare part, let's hear some question from none other
ウ
than
ォーフェアパートが終わっちゃったらしいよなんか
Hey folks, how you
What's up,
doing?
ウォーフェア終わっちゃっ
Oh,
た
hey.
今度オペレーションズやって
Hi, Gum. How you doing?
Oh.
Look great.
I'm still recovering from pneumonia,
オ
but
ペレーションズは最近やり始めたばっかりから別
other
に
than that, I'm doing
変
pretty
わったと
good.
ころではあるわ個人的には
Before we get into any questions, let me just say you're the inspiration for many of our gamers and developers. Like, at your age, in your spirit, you can still do it. Like, there's no reason for us not to do it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
それは正しいそれは正しいっつって
Okay, great. Now let's get into some Q&A part. What kind of question do you have?
One of the things that I'm noticing within the game is, especially in my aspect, when I'm shooting long range,
はい
I can see people, but when I shoot, my rounds aren't connecting because they're behind something that's not
Vamos,
rendering
cabrón,
within the
Maggi.
game. And at
ラム
at
変わんのマジ
distance, the armored vehicles, they have a tendency to jump up and
Maji
down like this and disappear.
我らが実家が
Um,
変わっちゃうんですか
Another thing, the rangefinder
レンジファインダーやって
doesn't always work. It only works in certain places, and other than that, I just tell people to keep their heads down if they want to survive the match.
そのマッチを生き延びたってだけ聞こえ
Well,
た
duly
サバイバル
noted.
マッ
Like
チ
talking about a couple of bugs of different types, right? So the thing is, we're a live ops game. So with each like new updates, there inevitably comes some new bugs, and you're talking about connection between gun and actually the hit, and
Not registering.
yeah, not registering
停止したらリフォームされてるよ
and the
多分
vehicle jumping up and down and not
なん
feeling
か変わる
right.
ってことは
I
リフォー
think
ムされてない
like we'll
実
look
家
into all the bugs, like finding bugs and fixing bugs is part of our daily job, and we will hunt them down and put all the fix on our official website in patch notes.
これ今何が起きてん
Yeah,
のこ
just
れ
please stay tuned
これ普
for
通に
our
雑
One
談して
other
る
thing I
感
would
じ
like
We
to
appreciate the feedback.
request is give people the option to choose what map they want to play on.
俺の部屋がリフォームされてんのかわいそうすぎる
Give us a list where we can put a check mark and say, okay, I want to play this map. I want to play this map. I don't want to play this map. That would be a good addition to DeltaForce.
Yes, like flexibility is something we like very value. Like, if you like, we knew play on PC all the time, but like for mobile version, they can actually do that. Like, unselect 3 maps you don't like,
3マップっ
and
て
select which gives you leeway to dive into the map you like. But on PC, sadly, currently we don't have that kind of feature. But hopefully we can, add it, in the near future.
Yeah.
in the near future ね近い将来
Okay.
どうたらこうたらされますって言ってます
All right, Grandpa, what else
In
do you have?
in real life, I'm a real life shooter, long range shooter, and
リアルライフ
my
シューター
weapon
が
of
ロング
choice
レン
is
ジ
the
シューターって言
M200
ってます
intervention, which I own.
ごめんこれ多分僕余計なこと喋らん方がいい
Cheyenne
very cool.
Tactical
ノイズ
is
してる
making
も
me
し
a
かして
new weapon that'll be here. I'm a real life shooter, long range shooter, and
リアルライフシューターがロングレンジシューター
Like you're the OG. Like when it comes to like gun
Shooting and video
shooting
games.
and yes,
難しい。
video games. So yeah, we all saw your clips and highlights. Yeah, we're all big fans.
近い将来
And we
実
will
家
have
から
some
俺の部屋
interesting
が
new
なくな
weapons
る
to
やばい。
showcase later in the
追い出されてるやん。
series. So hopefully you will be happy with them.
Yes.
なんとか引き止めてあげて。
Hopefully, this
追い出
coming
されん
year
よ
I'll
うに
be
頑
able
張
to
って。
come out to Tencent and meet the crew and all the developers. Yeah, that would be a nice trip for me and maybe my videographer.
We are taking notes here, and we will reach out to learn about your dietary
放置
needs
されるって
and
こと
your allergies.
そういうこと
So,
Yeah, coming to visit team. So like Erika, you're from the dev team. Like, what do you feel about Grandpa visiting? Give us some education here.
グランドファーザービジティン
I'm
グっ
very
つってる。
excited. I always watch Grandpa's video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
おじい
this
ちゃん
kind
が
of
来まし
just
た
a
ってこ
lot of
と
fun to just enjoying the battlefield. Just the view and the sniper is really cool.
スナイパーがベリークールっ
And
つって
one
る。
more thing before Grandpa, turns out like the fact you will come here and show us not only like your wisdom, but actually the kind of real life like warfare experience. I think that's one of the key things for us, devs to take it, to have that real life, immersion, like the wisdom passed down from a,
こっちもし
real
かして
veteran. I think that's really awesome
こ
to have.
これかこれかこれかの3択やけど
Be happy to do that for everybody out there.
Have that real life, immersion.
Thank you so
like,
much.
The wisdom
you.
passed down
Thank
from,
you.
こっち
Okay,
もし
thanks
かし
for
て
having
I
me.
think that's really awesome
こ
to have.
これかこれ
Thank
か
you, sir.
これかの3択やけどまあいいか
Well,
That is pretty fun, and I think it's really awesome. Maybe we should also do it for the chat.
今消えたのが 僕ってこと
chat questions for warfare. We have Eureka here. She's from our
Warfare
level
の
designing
questions
team, and we are here for
Q&A
the
ってこと
questions.
ask away. We'll pick a couple of questions about warfare.
I'm just looking very hard at the very small screen.
Let's check. Let's check.
Okay, so we have one here. It's about add warfare map. Like people want to choose different warfare maps when they are entering the matchmaking queue. So do we
や
have
ばい真面目に
any
聞こうとして
plan
も
for
何言ってる
that?
か
I
分からへん
think, Grandpa also kind
Yes,
of touched
touch
on
on
this
this.
topic.
Yes.
So to sum it up and to recap,
Choose
so different warfare maps when they are entering the matchmaking queue. So do we have
やばい
matchmaking to bring
としても何言ってるか分からへん
so stay tuned. That
Yeah.
and
Okay.
also people want proxy chat for warfare. So proximity chat. This is also, a
焼き
phase we
食
are
べた
pretty
いの
familiar
部屋
with.
以外が
We
全
see
て
this
なくな
question
る
from time to time, especially in our stream.
かわいそうに
Eureka, do you have,
キッチンもないから料理できんくなる
input
で
on if we will be adding this, or this is something we are looking to, but there is nothing to share at this moment?
Actually, we are looking at that, but it's not easy. It's very difficult to deal with everyone's need and everyone's demand. So we're trying our best
こっ
to
ち確定してる
do some research and
Oh, I
trying
saw
to make it happen. But unfortunately, currently, I think it's still
地球に
developing.
君だけっ
Okay,
て
so it's still in our backlog.
全
and
世
we are
界中
looking
の
into it. And we
人間
have
の
the
部屋がなくなるって
One
こ
more
と
question.
Do you want to pick
Esports
it?
lover asking EU tournament.
EU tournament. I think we will have some word on
僕っ
that
て知らない
later.
数
Stay
えてたよ
tuned. We have a dedicated spoiler alert, a dedicated esports section, big announcement
That's
coming
a
up.
spoiler. I think people are also asking about Aftershock, like
よく出
any
てるってこと
plans to improve the performance of Aftershock. I think that's a given, right?
アフターショックのパフォーマンスがイン
We
ギブンや
take
っ
that
て
very seriously.
重すぎ
So
たんかなやっぱあ
after
れ
we
あのマッ
received
プ
lots of feedback, we are still we are developing this as well. So we are looking everyone's feedback, especially from PC mobile gamer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, remember guys, we're on PC, mobile, and console, so it's not
Yeah,
always
of-
easy
of
to
course.
like have this one, fix solving, the scenario on all the platforms. So
パフォ
it takes
パ
a
フ
lot
ォ
of time.
なんかの
Yeah,
パフォーマンスを直しましたって言ってる
There's
わ。
something about aftershock is going on.
やっぱアフターショックっつってるか
And you
ら
are working on it.
あれか
I know,
な
not-
アフター
it's
ショ
not
ックの
Okay,
マ
not
ップ
you
が
personally,
重すぎ
but
る
someone
原
from
因
your
を
team.
直しました
Yeah, it's
み
on
たい
the
に言ってんのかな。
Okay, perfect.
おそらく。
Okay, so we've shaken things up quite a bit with this new map for Warfare, but you know a new meta is also coming to operations
Operations はい
as
つ
well. And for that, we have a new trailer for you to look at.
あ、来たこれかオペレーションズ。あ、来た
Keep it down. I need to listen.
何これ待ってタイムスライフル連射できんのやばくないあ、出た。エレベーター前変わってる。一方通行じゃなくなった感じかな。ほら、あれかな。エレベーター前の通路が2本になりましたみたいな。アスレチックアスレチック追加されるらしいぞ。宝保留してる。ニューレッ音うるさくね大丈夫だからあれや新しい赤品が追加されるぜブローっていうこと。
Hello, everyone.
誰です
Hey,
か
what's up, Saz? Good to see you
こんに
back.
ちは。
I will cut to the chase and ask right away. Now, here's the fact. We have more and more
実
players
家の
playing
玄関2個になってる
operations
ぞ
now,
あそこ。
and our community is looking forward to some nice changes, like a smoother learning curve and changes
で
to
なんか
zero
なんか
damage,
めっ
since
ちゃ
it's quite
茂
popular,
み
if
なか
not
っ
the
た
most popular,
どこ
and
かわからん
also
け
a
ど
great entry for the operations mode.
Yeah, I hear you guys. I mean,
めっ
we
ちゃ
are
きしょい
checking
やん。め
out
っちゃ気象
Reddit
待ちできる
and
ってことや
social
ろ。ショッ
medias
トガン
every
使った
day,
ら。
and we really hear
う
you.
わ
We are really happy that
最高やんけ。
operation mode is seeing more players right now, and our team is already working on a smoother, more natural learning curve. And we will share more when the time is right. But what we can share right now is the changes coming to
庭の
Zero Day.
草。庭
Let's
に
start
川
with
流れ
the
てんの。
elevator extraction point.
めちゃめちゃ豪
It's a
邸やん。
rush, right?
羨ましい。
You pull that lever, the alarm
ちゃん
goes
と手入れ
off,
してあげて。
and you've got those few minutes to get out.
あ確かになんか毒ガス出てたら。
Honestly, we've all been there. It's all fun and games until you realize there's a squad already there just pre-aiming the
あれ
entrance.
はあれ普通
It
に
honestly
あ
feels
れ
like a
か
death trap.
Yeah,
厄介ですよってだけ
exactly.
か。
And that's why the biggest change we've made is adding a
Hold up,
second passage. In the old versions, you were forced through one single choke
こ
point.
れやっぱ二通
Now
二
we've
通にな
opened
って
up
る
a。secondary route to give the extractors a real flanking
一
options.
個あ
That's
消え
huge.
た。
It means that the defenders can just stack 3 guns at once on the door anymore.
だから
Yeah,
まあ
precisely.
出待ち対
It
策
forces
が
them
しや
to
すくなっ
split
た
the
ってこ
focus.
と
And
なのか
along
な。
with that new lane, we've stripped away those excessive covers for the defenders. Before, they had way too much safety to just
追い
pick
出
a
される
bull
の
and
は
retreat.
あなたじゃなくて
Now
あ
they
な
have
た
to
以外
actually
の
commit to an angle.
全世界の人
And
類ですよ。
combined it, we've effectively ended up the utility spawn meta. You are no longer sitting ducks in a narrow hallway, waiting for the grenades to end your run. We've also increased the peak spots. So the attackers behind the cover will be harder to predict, I think.
So that is to say, no more pre-aiming one single pixel for campers.
3 シ
Yeah,
ング
no
ルピ
more.
クセルス。
With 2 lanes to watch and multiple angles to worry about, the defenders have to stay mobile.
Love it.
まあよ
That's
くわからんけど、
definitely a fair
出待
fight
ちがしづ
where
らく
your
なったぜ
movement
ブロっ
and
ていうことや
flank
ろ。
timing actually matter.
Yeah, and that's the goal. We want the
出待-
extractions to be
あ、
about
逆
who
か？
play
あ、
the
どうなる？
better rounds and who gets
出
to
待ちもし
not
づらく
who
なっ
gets
た
to the
し、
position first.
I also
エレベ
spotted
ーター
some
脱
vegetation
出
by the water.
しようとしてるやつを
Yeah,
倒し
they
に
are
行くの
new.
もしづらくなったっ
We've
て
added
こ
them to provide visual blockers
Oh, they
for the
got-
players entering or leaving from
と。
the
泳いでるぞ。
And yes, you can
これがあれ
swim
か。
and explore some underwater areas at Zero Dam now.
ゼロ
Cool.
ダ
So
ム
if
の
my
どこ
mom
これ。
asked me to touch some grass, I can actually do it now in our game.
Yeah, there are also camper
あ
heavens.
鳥飛んで
No?
るわ。あれか。
Yeah, we thought about that actually. And surprise, surprise, birds exist. So
Ah,
if
あれじゃ
someone
ね？
is
いや、
camping
違
in
う
the
か。
bush,
有
they
料
will
脱出の
alert
近くかと思った
the
けど、違いっ
birds.
す。
And if you spot a flock flying about nearby the bush, you know someone is feeding mosquitoes there.
だ
Nice.
からスポットブッシュやか
And we're
ら、
also adding a
あれか。
flagship task.
茂みの中に敵がおった
Typical
ら、
high stack
あの
and
鳥が
high
飛び立つ
reward
みたいな。
experience.
だから、
So you see,
キャンパーいてもわかりま
has
すよ。
informed us
なるほど
of。a treasury at Zero Dam that is almost free
や
to
として
take.
もわかりづらくない
Almost with quotation
ルナとかおらんとしんどくねあれ。
Yeah, almost. We do need
これがなん
to
だ
find a way there and take care
オ
of
ペレー
some
ションってやつやっ
enemies.
た。
Then you have the whole vault opening up, free to grab for 30 seconds.
なんじゃこれ。
Yeah.
新タスク。
Unfortunately,
か
Riven is playing with you. So there are some very nice loot there, but there are also some trashes.
541。はい、来
Okay,
た。
so we see all the way into the
分
vault.
かってても
And
き
then
つい
you
よ
have
な、やっ
like
ぱ。あ、来た。これ
30
毒ガスじゃ
seconds.
ないやっぱ。
What if I'm really greedy? Like I want to stay here, I have my vacation here? No?
Well, then you have
金
bad
庫さ
luck.
れん
You
の
would just get an ending that is not very pleasant.
And even if you made it out alive, you gotta fight your way out
うえ
or die trying.
24K。あ、出た毒ガス。
This is something that attracts hardcore players and in turn provides some more breathing
あ、
rooms
なる
and
ほどね。
buffer for new
だから、
players and rat players.
時
I
間
really
経過
like this
で、
change in the player dynamics.
この
Yeah.
毒ガスが出てくるか
So I
ら、これ
think
ね。
this is also something
時間
good
経過で
for
毒ガス
casual
出てくるから
players, because you know this is a hot spot.
欲張りしたら
It's going to
死にますよ
attract
ってこと
the tryharders to explore the vault, and they will be, you know, dealt with and
なん
challenged
か
by
時間
other
制限が
players who are
30 秒
also pretty hardcore.
やったっぽい
So eventually
上に
more
あったの
hardcore
は
players will be, you know, playing near the vault, and that means more space for, you know, casual
だ
players
からあれか。
and new players to just, you know, explore and loot.
い
That's
っぱい
really, really very,
ワンチャン
very nice.
24K は結構拾えるけ
Okay,
ど、
creek
欲張っ
areas
た
in the
ら死
waters.
にますって
Okay,
こと
love
ね。
that. And do we have more changes coming to Zero Dan? Seth?
Yeah, definitely. We have
物
rumors
騒の
that
金
says
庫に毒ガス巻いてや
yeah,
んの
a
やばい。
certain master of parkour art, Benoit, has set up some challenges across different locations. So prove yourself and you might get some rewards.
これは
Okay, so he's this super nice guy and he's
92.
just feeling generous.
It's not that simple.
Okay.
You must complete all of his challenges to find out why. So go out there, give it a shot, and see if you can discover some mysteries.
Okay, how do I do that?
You need to find out some hidden spots across the operations
なんじゃ
map
これ。
and check all
出
the
た。あ、それじゃね
checkpoints. There is even a leaderboard.
Well, it's kind of funny. Once there's a leaderboard, then everyone wants to prove their worth.
あれっぽい
Yeah,
な。
that's
各
how
マッ
our
プに
brain works, you know. It
隠されてるらしい。
makes us
ブレイン
human.
マシンみた
So
いな
I
感
just
じで。
run and jump as fast as I can?
いい日強い。
Use your imaginations. I mean, just of course, operators with like the good mobilities will have an edge there, like the D-Wolf or Virens, and you can also get some help from your squad mates, like the General boost from Toxic.
だから普
maybe.
通のマップでワンチャン敵に殺される可能性があるってこと
Oh boy, oh no, that's
終わ
not
ってな
good.
い。無
Yeah,
理じゃ
you
ない、そ
get
んな。
it. It's a lot of fun, especially on how this will change player dynamic in the game. And this isn't all.
Wait, are you telling me that there's another master?
Yeah, you're right, Kyle. It's that
入るあなたは
Kanon's
当てるよって。
Masood has been inspired by a local traditions among the Sara people. And he's left some treasures for adventurers to find out. Players will soon encounter some horn-shaped mounds pepper the world. And those mounds are actually linked to Bullhorn god legends among the locals.
あ
The gods supposedly hides
Understand.
wealth or weapons in horn-shaped
weapon.
mounds for the hungry and poor,
ハングリー。
encouraging
こう
mortals to become
お腹減ってる
heroes
し
who
貧しいと。
illuminate darker times. So pack a shovel and dig in.
Okay, all great games should have shovels. That's my opinion, but I'm right. And I'm so glad our game is adding shovels.
I'm so
何とかわかん
curious.
ないけど。
What will they find?
Yeah, you guys can definitely find some
まあ
loot
さっきの
first, which
やつ
you know
は、
can take
なんか
away.
チェックポイント
Or
制
you
で、
can bury some stuff of your own
毎
into the
週
mod.
上位
You can
500
even
人
leave
が
a note of
サッ
message.
カーボールをもらえ
The
るら
other
しい。
player will be able to find a bigger, more lucrative mount.
噂ではね。
Yeah, and the message, together with the name of the players who left their stuff here, we hope that
これ
this
がなん
will
か
spark more interesting
トレジャー
and
ハント。
awesome interactions among the players.
これもあれか。
You might uncover the
各マ
secret
ップ
story
に
behind these activities, as essentially
やば。
you are facing the echo of someone's past. I am not going to spoil everything, so go and have fun and find out by yourself.
Everyone wants to hoard up, and there's always a more moral and wholesome way of doing it.
Yeah, I agree with that. And speaking of holding up, we are making some nice changes to the collection room this season. So players are placed their prized loot in the collection rooms, and we thought, what's something else players can display here?
よくわからんけど、
Something
あ
that
れ
is
やろ。
very
さっきの角
personal
があると
and
こ
very
に
special to
シ
them.
ャベルで掘ったら、
Then it hit us the
やっ
weapons.
たーって儲
They
かる
are
ってこ
the
と。
most trusted buddies. So we are adding
コレ
weapon
クト
racks
コレ
to
クシ
the
ョンルーム
collection
アップ
room
デ
this
ート、ウ
season.
ェポンラッ
This
ク。おウ
looks
ェポンラック
super
追加されるん
neat
だっ
and
て。
cool, kind of like your own bat cave.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And you can
アイテ
inspect
ムを埋
your
めて他の
weapons
プレイヤー
here.
に送ることがで
And
きるっ
some
てこ
memorable
とか。
status will also be displayed.
待って、
So
メッ
each
セージつけれる
operators
らし
will
いで。
have their collection room uniquely.
I gotta ask, do we
そう、
have
アイテムの
any
受
new
け渡し
rest
簡
to
単
put
に言え
in
ば、
the collection room?
自分の
Yeah,
ものを
of
埋め
course we
て、
do.
他プレイヤーに
There
送
are
るこ
also
とも
something
でき
else
る
the
って。
players can collect too.
で
I
メッ
mean, the
セージ
reds.
もつけれるし、プレイヤー
So
も
this looks
プレイヤーもつく、
like-
プレイヤ
remember how they
ー
look?
名もつく、
People,
プレイヤーの
this
名
is
前
what
も
you're looking for. And look, something else is
で、
coming.
これはサッカーボ
Yeah,
ール。
and actually,
受けれる
players
ら
can
しいで。
get one of this season's new reds from the home-shaped mods.
うんサッカーで
And
きる
you
よ。
can give it a good kick. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a soccer ball, and since you can kick, you can see your legs now.
Honestly, it's weirdly satisfying.
I know, right? It's impossible to
あ
walk
あ、これ
back
はあ
from
れか
this.。
レールの。
Yeah, you really
下を見た
helps
ら
us with the
足が見えるよっ
emotions,
てやつ。
and since you can see your legs now, we want to make sure they
え
aren't, you
や
know,
っぱか、こ
sticking
れ、
through some
ああやって
some
足
solid
見えるってこ
concrete.
とは
You're
さ、
talking about the classic
ハックロの
pro
さ、
clipping
アー
problem.
クナイツコラボの
Nothing
スキン
ruins
と
a
かやばそうじゃ
stealth
ない？
play like your boots poking through the wall.
よくないか。
Exactly. So to fix that, we are adding a new crunched
プレイヤ
post.
ー、
As you see in the footage, if you are
え、送っ
prone
てくれん
and
の？
backed against the surface, the operators will naturally
やった
lean back and tuck their legs in.
ね、これ。
It keeps your silhouettes clean and prevent you from giving away your
足の
positions
はみ
to
出しか。
someone on the other side of that wall.
Okay,
足
that
の
is
はみ出し
pretty
が
awesome. But
なくな
while
った
we're
け
on
ど
the subject of
足が
what you
前に
can
出るようになった
see,
と。
and here
あれやん。
there's also something that helps player
某
better track stuff
虹の
happening
6
on
や
the
ん。
maps.
Right, we've
つまりそういうこと
improved
やろ。
the marking system. You can now directly mark interactables like levers,
某
zip
虹が
lines,
6個あ
or
る
key
ゲームみたい
corridors.
な感じってこと。
So your squad is always on the same
で、これ
page.
が何？
Plus, when you
マーキング
mark an enemy, the
あれ
UI
か。
now clearly
指示
differentiates
がもっ
between
と
an
しやす
enemy
くなりま
players
したよって
and
こ
an
と。
AI enemy, like an Asaragon. And you can also
いいやん。
customize the transparency level of that whale menu, so it won't block your views anymore.
That is very neat. I gotta ask for it. Our console community. What about new experience for a console player?
これはいいね。
Okay, so for me, it's
結構
always a pain to,
僕は好き。
share and import build code from other players. And any plan for that to get better for me?
Yes, we got that this season. So for console players, you can now share your code directly from the
これが、あれ
notification
か。
screen. And you can also highlight share code sent by other
あれで、それ
players
から
in
なん
the
か
chat.
ホイールメニューの透明度をカスタマイズできるらしい。
That is very cool, and I know there are more improvements coming for console players. So please
コ
stay
ンソール
tuned.
コントローラ
That
ー
is a
に
lot
対
of
し
great
て、
improvements for
コ
our
ンソール
players,
コン
but
トロー
I'm
ラー
not
で
gonna let you get away with
武器のモ
easily,
ッドコ
bro.
ー
You
ド
gotta
の
give
共
us
有とイン
something
ポート
good.
が
I
簡
mean,
単になるらしい。
good and
really good stuff.
really spicy stuff.
Of course, earlier
だから
we've
まあ
learned that Hawk is secretly transporting some dangerous goods.
僕が武器紹介と
Players
かでや
will
ってる
venture
おすす
deep
めの
into their destinations
あれを
in the next
もっとやりや
operations
すくできるよっ
map.
てことね。
We are not reviewing
Operations
everything right now
map.
today, but at least I can say that the player actions the decisions will carry consequences in this new map. Eventually, the map will have this branched finale or different endings, if you will.
Well, having
Summer-
heard you say
summer.
that, I do have some theories.
サマーってことは
Yes, and you will find out if you are
Season
right
two
or
では
not
こう
in the next seasons
感じかな。
when we launch this new map.
だって
So
2ヶ月と
the
かや
wait is almost over.
Okay, so I think it's also
7
high
月
time that
から
we give
サマー
some
へとする
spicy
なら
season passes to our
3ヶ
chat.
月後
So
だから
let us know if you think there
シーズン
will be
10
a
か。シーズン
bittersweet
10で
ending,
オペのソロ
which
じゃねえ
you
よ
will
ソロじゃねえ
eventually
よ
find out in the new
オペの
season
新
in
マ
the
ップ
chat,
と
and you might get
おそら
a
く
season pass from us.
That is a lot of information to digest, and I think we should probably invite our next guest, none other than Lesic, who has his question ready. What's up, man?
Hello, how you guys doing?
Hello, Lesic.
あ原子力
I'll
発
get
電
straight
所
to
なん
it.
や
My question one is, are there any plans to adjust the difficulty of Said mode,
ベーシ
as
ッ
it's
クさ
frustrating to a lot of casual players right now because the intensity is just too high? Also, will this kind of feedback be taken into
めちゃめちゃ
account
読ん
when
でるね。
designing future boss modes?
Well, says you're the expert here, Saeed
え
mode.
知ってる人ね
Yeah, we see your streams.
これ僕も
even you can get out of
PL で
the
展開
side
してたら
modes
ワンチャン
in
ここに
one
乗れた
piece.
可能
So
性あ
I
るこ
think
れ
that says something. So seriously, we
マグロの寿司っつって
we've
出てきたりする
heard your feedbacks, and
ないか
in fact, season 9 we are actually bringing a nerf to Sai
そ
squads.
んな有名じゃねえよ
I won't spoil too much details here because we are actually tweaking about the details right now. So you guys can keep an eye on the patch notes. But the direction is this. We want the Sai squads to still fully enjoy the power fantasies in that mode, while making sure that other teams in the match has a fair shot at fighting back
こ
and
っから何言ってる
extracting.
かわからんぞ入ったら
So
もう
basically, it should be feel tough when you face a Sai squad, but not hopeless. And we are getting it there in these seasons. Yeah.
Yes, it's all about the balance.
Glad to hear it.
Okay.
I think a
What do
lot
you
of people
have,
are
next?
also glad to hear that too. Next one. Have you considered having multiple selection options in servers, maps, and squad fill at the same time? Because towards the end of the season, a lot of people would prefer faster queued games with squad fills or without. Alternatively, there are players like me who would like to play NA or EU, and I wouldn't mind which it would be as long as the server would match faster.
Yeah, let me take this. Actually, we've already taken the first step, a few seasons
no,
back,
sorry.
if you remember. We add the ability to switch server nodes,
Switch
and
server.
we've seen it genuinely help a lot of people. If matchmaking is slow on
How
your
about
current
people?
server, hopping to another server might actually solve it. And that was a part of our
Map
effort to
hack そんな
tackle
やばい
the queen issue for players
なんか
around
オ
the
ペレー
world.
ションズプレイ
But
やっ
we
てる
know
の
that that's just the first step. The fact that you're telling us I'd play NA or EU, I don't care, just get me in faster.
いやマッ
That
プハー
tells
クなら
us
僕も
there's still a gap
負けてらんない
between
わ
what we're offering and what players
だって
actually need. So we're
気象時
looking
探
at
し隊
how to
の
make
隊長で
this
すからね
smarter and more seamless going forward. We also
勝手に名乗っ
adjust
てる
map rotation this season to concentrate the player traffic during peak hours, which would help with match quality and queen speed across the board. At the same time, we're also aware that
じゃあきっと
cross-region
僕のショー
matchmaking
トのお
can
かげで増え
introduce
た
latency
戦術
issue
も
for
ある
some players.
はず
The team
あってくれ
is actively
あったら嬉しい
exploring solutions that minimize the impact on ping while improving queen efficiency, making sure we're not trading match quality for speed. The direction is
他に
clear.
やばい
We
何言ってるか
will
分からん
keep
今英語
refining matchmaking and closing that gap.
That's good.
That's good
That's good to hear. The
That's
last
good to
one
hear.
is quite important.
だからそれは
Is
いい
there
って
any
言ってんの
plans to add bulk operator skins in
そ
the
れはいい
game? Asking for a friend.
That's good
Okay. Asking
Okay.
for a friend. Okay, so we see you
マ
are
ッチ
already
システムの話
lobbying
マジ
for
か
your
最
friend.
高や
I
ん
believe both Mort. We
ようや
can't
く
confirm
マッチの人数が増える
anything.
って
It's
こ
still
と
in April,
オ
but
フ
we
ェア
are
の
way beyond that point. But let's say we have heard the request and repeatedly. So if it ever happens, so you know you are the mastermind behind it. And you know there is also this function in the game for you to toggle on off your helmet, so you never know for the future. We'll just leave it and the rest for your imagination.
Yes.
You are looking very sharp, man. Just saying that.
坊主なだけでしょ。
Thank you, man.
スキンヘッド。
And
かっこいいジャンプ
Leslie,
似合ってるねん
before you
から。
go, let me just say, like keep doing what you're doing, brother. The so-called Baltimore, streaming out there every day, grinding harder, you know, than anyone's hairline ever could. You know, nothing but
これ
respect
も
for
しか
us.
してあれ
Stay consistent and stay dangerous.
何箇所
and
何箇所
we'll
か終わる
keep
ごとに
giving you a game worth
なん
making
か
content about.
ツイッチの有名な配信者さんから、
Let's keep
なんか
making the game
意見もらっ
even
た
better
り
and
してる
better.
ってことかな。
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Cheers,
you
sir.
って、Thank you って言う
Thanks for having me.
ありがとう、ありがとう。
Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, it's
どういたし
time
まし
to
て。
look into this small, you know, this small screen here.
Yes.
Chat, this is your chance to ask the questions here. And we will have
だから
you covered. I think we
チャットを
see
読んでる
people saying
のか。
any plan to
S word a
remove
lot.
Saeed, Seth. So,
サイードってサイード。
Yeah, we've mentioned it before, so yeah, we will nerf Saeed this season.
サイード
So,
が
stay
ど
tuned
う
for
たら
our
こうたらって言ってる
patch
わ。
notes, guys.
それしか分からへ
So
ん。
we will nerf Saeed. We will, you
ナー
know,
フサイ
still
ドっ
make
て。
players playing Saeed have the power fantasy, but they will be
プレイヤー
you know,
サイドパワフルっつってる
easier
か
for
ら
other players to tackle with. And,
プレイヤーのサイドが強すぎたのでナーフしますって言ってるのかな、多分。
Right now. It's
Right now,
Saturday night
今すぐ。
here, so cut him some slack. But he will work on it on Monday, and we'll share more details. And we hear you, and we will make it right for you.
For you あなたのために。
So the second question
だから簡単に言えば、あなたのためにサイドモード、サイド、プレイヤーサイドを弱くしましたよっていうこと。知らんけど。
You know, learn the map and also hone their skill. Do we have any
ごめん、マジで
plan for that?
全然
Um,
何言ってるか分からへんから、嘘ついてる多
So
分。
so we have broadcast and space cities, I think, for the
Space City
hard
やって
modes. And we think right now, yeah, we hear you that easy mode is like some people want it, but we think hard mode can make
ぜ
the
ひ
map
PC なら
like
ね、
stay
僕のコミュニ
like
ティ
focus
投
for
稿の
those
部分から
top tier players,
参加できる
so
ディ
they
スコード
can
サーバー
like
に
really get up and
入
get
ってきた
those
回聞い
intense
ていただい
fights
たら
in the
いっぱいしてくれ
hard
ますか
modes
らね。
like broadcast or like space cities. So currently
宣
we
伝をぶ
don't
ちかましてい
have
く。
easy mode for those maps actually. But yeah, we hear you guys. We may consider it later. Yeah, but for
思
now,
ったらびっくりする
unfortunately,
け
yeah,
ど。
we just keep those maps for hard right now. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to think about it. We might do something in the future. It depends on, you know, matchmaking, player feedback, and a lot of
マッチメイキングって
factors to take into consideration here.
あ、ディスコードも
that
入って
is
ん
a
の？
legit request, and we hear you.
ごめんごめ
Moving
ん。
next. Actually, people
名
are
前
asking
が
about
違いすぎて
hot zone.
誰か分からんわ。
Hot zone ranked and more rewards. Seth.
Yeah, we
まあ
know
一旦そ
that
れ
a
は
lot
置い
of
とい
people
て。
are actually playing hard zones right now, and yeah, we are thinking about
だからス
giving
ペー
it
スティ
a
とか
maybe
スペースティティのマッチングが改善されたってことなんじ
so
ゃない
you
ん
can
ですか？
just level up more quicker while playing
知らんけ
hot
ど。
zones. We are considering really like right now, so maybe it will come like in later seasons. Yeah, it's already in our plan right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Really, if you think about it, a few seasons back, we introduced Team Deathmatch
あ
rank,
の方ね。
which a lot of people enjoyed because I do think players want a balance between casual gameplay
ちゃんと知ってま
and
すよ
being
から。
rewarded. I mean, they are playing casually, like in Team Deathmatch or Hot Zones. In the meantime, they still want to get rewarded. It's just very
Legit.
basic need. Yeah.
It's very legit.
basic need.
Okay.
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 People want more rights. I mean,
Yeah.
on the same page here.
We are bringing like
Still on the
new
models.
reds every seasons, I think. And
Yeah,
this
it's
season, we
rank
actually bring a new type of grabs. It's like a interactable
Yeah,
soccer.
soccer ball,
You can
yeah.
actually kick it. We
これ
think
わ
it
から
might
ん。
bring
スペ
some new
ース
funness
シ
for
あ
our
すあ
players, for you
スペー
guys.
スシテ
So
ィ
yeah,
と
just stay tuned.
マッチングがどうたらこうたらって言ってた
Do
から
we have any plan to bring more, you know,
マッチングシステムの改善かなって思ったけ
interactable
ど
rides,
全然
like
嘘の
soccer
可
ball,
能
but
性ある
maybe something else?
Yeah,
What do you think about that?
yeah. I mean, if you
Okay.
guys love it
Baba
this season, like
don't
try
know.
the soccer balls this season. If you like it, we are actually thinking
もう始まっ
about
ちゃってる
bringing
よ
those interactable rads next seasons, maybe.
ネクス
Yeah,
トシーズン
so,
多分
community, keep
インタラクト
giving
が
the
できる
shout
って
out to the interactive reds. Show your love. That will be a great push
ごめん
for
まあほ
us
んまに
to
分からへん
you
よ
know, introduce
何言
more
ってるか分からへんもん
interactive reds.
Yeah, and I'm really happy we're getting so many chats
新
in
キャラは
terms
ま
of
だなんですか
operations. We can't answer them all, but you know our DM is always open on Discord.
新キャラを見せてください
on X, I mean,
お願いします
so make sure that you let us know there, and we do hear you. And now moving to the next part, we have teased you pretty hard with new
ブラケ
operator.
とか態度よ
And
り
he
いい
looks
や
kinda, you know, we love him.
あでも確
And
かに
he's pretty awesome. But to show you more, we have a pretty interesting trailer for you to take a look here.
お新キャラちゃうこれモールスちゃうモールス来た
Can't I just have 5 minutes, peace?
Everly, we've picked up abnormal acoustic signals in the Eastern Sea.
来たよみんな新キャラ新キャラ
Dolphins mating.
盛り上がって
It's that time of year after all.
何回見たかこのトレーラー
Luke Everly, codename Morse. Class Recon. Morse is a former Navy acoustic intelligence specialist with deep expertise in maritime acoustic environments, making him highly skilled in the analysis and exploitation of sound waves and portable sonar equipment. As an operator, Morse excels in the use of his jammer, a portable sonic device that disrupts enemies by reducing their audio detection range.
ありがとうありがとうありがとうございますいい盛り上がり
I hear
それで、それが分かるんだよね
Morse's advanced sonar device emits sound pulses to scan for enemies, generating markers on their positions.
もちろんこれも英語なんて投げてるかは分からないこれもウォーフェアやこれがウォーフェアのセクター B これはあれか占領モードめっちゃセクターあるしこれがチームデスマッチこれ2個あるのやばいよね
storm is coming.
てか使ってる武器って何気に瞬武器の可能性ないかな
Welcome back, Eureka.
Yes, let's get into
Welcome
the
back,
big one.
Eureka.
The real meta breaker for this season, Luke Everly, codename Morse.
ルーク・エヴァリーか
Yeah, Luke. He's got a heavy story. He came from a
なんかよくわ
fisherman
からんけ
family
ど
and
重い
he
ストーリー
basically
がある
grew
ら
up
しい彼には
listening to the sound of the ocean.
ヘ
And
ビーストーリー
eventually joined the Navy as a top-tier acoustic intelligence specialist.
インテリジェンスなんかよくわからんけど情報のスペシャリストやって
Exactly. Most people thought that ambush was just a tactical screw-up, but Morse, he heard something else in the static. A
ノーネームと
frequency
スティン
that
が
shouldn't
混ざ
have
ったら
been
強
there.
すぎ
He's not in Asera for the paycheck. He's here for the
パッと見
vigilancy
そんな
and
感じはして
justice.
るか
Right. So he's literally making sure those secrets echo back to haunt the people who sold him out. I love that.
You're
I love
right.
that
And
私
he's
はそれが好
recompense.
きって言ってるわ
He's super good at gathering info and disrupting elements.
新武器
Now let's
あ
talk
され
about
てる
his
な
kid
あれや
in
んな
real
何だっけ
scenarios.
AR53
Okay, let's begin with his passive. In operations, Morse get a permanent
ごめん
boost
数字
to
覚えて
hearing
ないわ
range.
AR な
That
んちゃら
means
って
he
いうのは
can
覚えて
catch
る
footsteps, gunfire, and nearby fights earlier than other players.
And in operations, sound is half the fight. So hearing something earlier than someone else is a pretty big advantage here.
Indeed, as you can see, two squads are fighting with each other, and Morse hears it from far away. So he's directing his squad there and is exposing enemy with his advanced sonar device.
AR57 か。
That is his tactical gadgets. It exposes
57
and marks enemies in
AR57
these
オッケー
areas.
覚えた。
As long as they are making noises,
見てなかった。
so your
何
teams
が
will
起きた
get
今
an。instant info before the push.
So basically, the passive helps you get there first, and the ultimate helps you, the whole team, see the fight clearly.
And when you put those two together, Morse can turn a random encounter into a planned collapse. That's really awesome.
Yeah. Now let's look at his other gadget, like the subsonic jammer. Affect enemy will find it harder to read where danger is coming from, and their control are disrupted as well.
Yes, and when players are
ソニック
affected,
ジャマーが
turning and aiming feels heavier.
Yeah, so here we can see that Morse throws the jammer towards the doorway, it hits through the wall, and the enemy immediately starts to run.
And once the target gets nervous and start moving, that's when Morse already have the upper hand.
なんか
And
敵の方向感覚を乱すらしい。
flashbang.
よくわからんけど、どこ向いてるかわからんくなるらしい。で、あとまあ、照準速度と旋回速度が遅くなる。これが何？
Okay, so he can throw the delayed flash
じゃなくて、
through the small
これ
window,
がフラ
and
ッ
the
シュバー。
teammate follows right into the fight, which is really neat.
That combo feels really nice. You're not just running in blind, you're taking away the enemy's reaction window
いや、ご
first.
めん、わからん。そんな感じかなって思っただけ。でも、多分そんな感じだと。
Ultimate for enemy marks, jammer for disruption, and delay flash for the final break-in.
Yes, and that is why Morse is not only a recon who stays back and scans.
でもまあ、敵の方向感覚乱して照準と旋回が遅くなるらしい。これはなんだ？これが何？ジャマー投げって。待って、ジャマーさ、壁越しに食らってない？さっきもドアでやってたけど。やば。
Then he follows
ほら、
with
これ、
the jammer.
ほら、食らってるじゃん。
Hits
やば。
walls.
え、
The enemy
クソ
setup
強いやん。
starts
何
to
それ。
break, and their hidden positions become easy to read.
壁越しで食らってフラッシュ投げてボコボコにしてん
I
の。
really like
これ。
how this makes him feel so complete.
やばない。
He does not just, collect intel.
いや、もう
He
や
can
ばいしか出て
focus
こんわ。
on
絶
enemy
対強いもん。
movement and force mistakes and then punish them.
It almost feels like he's conducting the whole fight for his team.
絶対強い
And
や
in
ん。
Warframe, it gets even direct. Before a team enters an objective, Morse can use the ultimate to make defender inside the point.
And once those markers come through,
ウォーズフェアなんか
your
微妙
teams
そう
can
じゃね？
push with much more confidence.
これだけ見
You
た
are
ら。
not guessing where the crossfire is. You already know what they are walking into.
And he also brings great value in warfare mode because in warfare, Morse can automatically scan and mark nearby enemy devices.
Which is really cool because sometimes the hidden gadget is what really slows down
ペイント弾みたいな感じで。
In this clip, he scans out an enemy beacon and the trap during the
謝ってこい。
push.
それ
Then
はほ
lets
んまに
the
そ
team
う。
clean those threats
ド
before
ネの居場所なくな
they
ってまう。
stop the advance.
Yeah, so let's sum it up a bit. Each part of Morse's kit has a very clear
つ
rule.
まり、
His passive gives an easy
あれ
and
か
an。
敵の
earlier
ガジェッ
body
トの位
read,
置が
and his
わかる
ultimate
ってことね。
scans
だ
and
か
marks
ら、
enemies. His
どんだけ
jammer
隠しておいても
disrupts senses and
わかるから
forces
無駄ですっ
bad
てこと。
movement.
壁越
His
しも分
delayed
かってたよね。
flashbangs helps clean out those key positions.
まあ、これパッ
And
シブ
in
っぽいな。
warfare, you can also expose nearby enemy gadgets.
And when you have all that in one operator, they provide more than just recon. That's a complete package
まあ、そ
for
れ
your
ね。
squad.
Well, simply put,
でもって
it
ちなみ
helps you
にパッ
find
シ
the
ブ
fight,
は
control the fight,
敵
and
の
then
足音とリロード音をより遠くでも聞こえるようになるらしい。だから耳がいいってこと。
Yeah, it's actually all about going dark. So if you hear that sonar pulse,
で、
just stop
ブ
moving.
ルトが
Or just crouch or
範囲
stay
内
still.
の音を出してる敵
And
を
he's blind.
スキャンす
But
る上に
that's not
マーキン
always
グする
doable,
らしい。
right?
強調表
He's
示
a
か。
recon operators, but he's not squishy since his kit is perfect for short burst encounters and short range combat.
強いね。
This means he will struggle if the fight gets dragged long or if you are engaging from afar.
これ今に何
It's
や
basically a high stat game of red
使い
line, red
方
line.
対
Of
策方法みたい
guns.
な。
Well,
And
yeah, sure.
while we are on the topic
でもって
of
なんかフラッシュバンが
from Grandpa,
強いよ
so
って
any
感
new
じ
toy for this
かな。
new season?
Yeah, actually, for this season, we have two different new additions. And the first up is the AR-57.
Wow.
It's a
で、なん
brilliant
かさっ
Frankenstein
き
build based on modified
カウンターっていう
AR-15
の
lower
対策方
receiver
法で
and fit from
ソ
top
ナー音
mountain
が聞こえた
to
ら
up magazines.
音出さん
That
かったら
gives
いい
you
らしい。
high capacity,
しゃが
and
み
it's
か
a great
静
option
止で
to suppress your enemies.
検知を回
And
避、
here is a
バレんく
small
なるらしい
sweet
噂で
detail.
は。
It ejects shell downwards, so your view always stays clear.
で、
Or,
近距離戦に持ち込んで
if you want to lead a church.
倒しに行く。
Definitely a flanker string. How about the second?
邪魔投げられたら終わり
Pretty
やけ
sure
ど。
we saw it earlier.
Yes, I think Grandpa will love that. The M82 sniper rifle is an
まあ
interesting
そうやね。
addition,
音出さん
and
か
we
ったらい
believe
い
it will
感じ。
shake up the current meta.
Yes, the big
しゃ
gun.
がみでも検
Thanks
知
to
は
the unique armor configurations, it can deal some serious damage. And as you can see here, the damage is massive.
Yeah. Once you hear its distinctive
びっくりした。
shot, you'd better to be
なん
very,
か
very
今
careful.
頭垂れてなかっ
Party's
た
over,
紫
guys.
ヘ
Just
ル
go
メッ
home.
トかな。
And you can also say its bullet time are wonderful for you, not
ヘ
for
ル
your
メットはワ
enemies.
ンパンじゃないんだ。
Yeah,
金玉
like consumables will take longer to use, like applying the bondage.
Eh,
Or
Akh?
it slows your movements.
赤玉使ってなか
Or
っ
it
た。
just penetrates all armor type.
これ赤じゃない。ほら。
So dealing
Stages.
direct damage no matter what I wear.
That is really awesome, and you can keep firing
胴
without
体はワンパ
reloading,
ン
applying
っぽいな。
constant and longer pressure on your enemy.
Yeah, and in previous
あ、弾3種類あん
seasons,
の
you
こ
might
れ。
have felt safe
今スラッ
crossing
プ。
an open field in tier 6 armor.
トラウマ。
But not anymore
トラウマって
this
トラウマ。
season. Once that echo hits your
トラウ
ears,
マと
you know
ステ
you
イ
gotta be careful.
ステイシスと
You know it's so
Slap.
powerful that it can even
だか
damage
ら
vehicles
多分スラ
quite
ップは
effectively. And
貫
as you
通するの
can
かな。
tell clearly from this footage,
あ、出た。
Okay.
車両ダメージ。
This is going to
あるっぽい。
drive up some insurance prices for that driver
でもって
next
ここ見
year.
てくだ
That
さい、
is
ここ。
unfortunate. Nothing we can do about it.
まあ、邪魔。これ邪魔。
Okay.
あ、これ。
And now we
ドラム
have
マ
a
ガジ
very
ン。
clear lead on who stole that
ドラムマガ
truck
ジン
full
つけれ
of
ます、
the
これ
Kit Kat bars.
やばい。
That's very sus.
Okay.
Yeah, and for the third
ドラマ
round
が
of
つ
the
けれるし、
giveaway,
対車両いけるの意味わからん
1K
て。
season passes.
20.
Tell us about
人
your
撃った
favorite
らあか
weapon
ん弾やっ
again.
て絶対。
Yes, chat. A friendly reminder that we can only
あれ、そういえ
register
ば
your
AR57
comment
ってもう
from
終わ
our
っちゃっ
main
た。
channel. So if you want that
見てな
season
かったん
pass
けど。
and you know later even better stuff, come back here and leave your mark. And while we are on the topic of
これ
season
さ、
pass, let's talk
これ一回やっ
about
て
the
みたい
season
ことあん
pass.
ねんけ
It's
ど、
only right, right?
みんな
And of
が
course, the new operator Morse
M82
can
使
be
って
obtained for free
対車両したら
with this new
壊せ
season
る
as
から
always.
すぐに
A。lot of good stuff is packed in there as
やってみて、マ
well.
ジで。
You can get Delta tickets and you can get safe box 2x2
なん
and
か一
2x3.
発何ダメや
I must admit and say I really like the new
結構入っ
look
てた。
for the
25
Raptor.
とか。
Very chic, very stylish.
Yeah, and I'm with you on this one.
でもあれか
And
あれ
you
み
are
たいな感じ
also
か
getting
な。
a new looks for your weapons and
あの、
vehicles. 4 for your firearms and 5
車
for
両
vehicles.
使ったこと
Of
ねえか
course,
ら、
there
例えが出
is
てこんくて。
turbrigs and armament vouchers.
で、今のか
Memory
ね。
cards might be expensive, but our season pass is always
Season pass やっ
worth
て。
your money.
Honestly, it's not just a season pass. We want to show you some fresh deluxe appearances, including Fallen Star.
For our legendary melee weapon this season, we are dropping a uniquely shaped dagger with the returns of some classic Half elements. This blade
まあよくわ
fuses
からんな。
gyroscope tech with a special
まあよくわからんけど、
with a
レベル
special
15まで
energy
進めたらい
crystal
つも通りモールス
complete
が
with
解放
a
できま
sleek
すよってこ
button
とで。
embedded right in the center.
多分。どう
Okay,
せい
I
つも
think maybe you
15レ
should
ベ
give
で
people
解
a
放できてる
look
し。
of this, you know. Beautifully.
A Havoc recovery is on the target.
4スチルか、
Acoustic
これ。
signatures match your mark signature with high accuracy.
Record their movements. I'll
ど
find
こ
them.
これどこねこれ
Target acquired. Staging retrieval.
アメジストみたいな。何これあ、ナイフか。近接スキン。
The signal's blocked. I can't pinpoint their location.
Guess it's up to me then.
あなんか敵の位置分かってない。違うか、普通にラプターじゃねえわ。モールスの。
The echo of truth cannot be silenced.
いや、わかる。見えるよな、めっちゃ。
A new melee weapons means brand new inspects and attacks animations, which will make your knife runs much
宇
more
宙人が使いそう、確かに。
spicier.
Spicier. Okay, what about, you know, the
ガチめに
guns?
Yeah,
某
meets automata. Thanks
VALO
to
の
3D printing tech in 2035, we are
ゼロ
super
ファング
excited
み
to
たいな
showcase
感じ
some
の
of those
スキンにしか
latest
見えんくて
breakthroughs
やばい。
right on our weapon skins.
Okay, I guess we have another trailer to show our good chat.
Yeah,
そんなこと言っちゃダメ
very
か。
excited to show you.
まあ、似てるだけ。これは
Control system compromised.
You want to know how freedom is made?
これはなんだ
Patience.
あ、シンマンデルや。
Violence.
新しいマンデルブック。
Struggle.
どっちもちが分からなくて自爆やつ。
Evolution.
見て、立場なくしたノーネームがここで出てきたよ。
Combat.
ちゃんと紹介してくれてるやん。
Take subject 42 alive.
ブレインマシンつけてるわ。
You can tell that 3D printing is its core design concept. You'll even notice little robot very similar to Gizmo's bot, helping out with the printing process. So a cue shot out to
確か
them
に
for
ノネ
their hands work.
泣いてそう。
Literally, to merge this high-tech thing and sleek aesthetic, the Automata series will also feature custom tracer run to give your guys a totally fresh visual experience.
武器はどうやら
Pretty
KC17
cool.
ら
And
し
I
い。
gotta say, I have a terrible phobia of spiders, but that kind of spider is something I can totally live with and love. And while we are on the topic of spiders, I believe the next
Oh,
trailer
別に
might actually
どうや
make
ら
sense here. Pretty cool.
KC17 ら
And I
しい。
gotta say,
別にというか。
This ancient
あ、出た。
land
コラボ。
must be hiding some secrets.
どうせルナやもんコラボスキン。これゼロだな。出た。The Radar has arrived.
Every
Tomb Raider
survivor has a story. This upcoming season, we're
cross-
honored to bring a
Yumi.
gaming icon
Yumi.
into the world of DeltaForce.
Tomb-
Being Lara
Tomb
Croft to our
Raider
game is more than a collaboration.
cross-
It's a tribute
crossover-
to spirit
crossover
of survival.
Ram-
With her grit and
Just
unwavering
April
resolve,
30.
Luna is a perfect character
だから
to channel Lara's
4月
legacy
30日にトゥームレイ
and
ダ
to
ーのコラ
celebrate,
ボが来るって
players
こ
will
と
be able to unlock a free legendary firearm appearance when this collaboration
あ、
goes live.
AKM のスキンもあ
And
る。
you will be able to find some very special loot from Hornship Mound. Better yet, 2 of them.
That's very
4月
adorable. And
30
a lot
って
of
こ
good
とは
stuff is happening in DeltaForce, and we are not done yet. Burst Fest is fast approaching, and that means tons of
日
exciting
本時間で
rewards.
言えば
The celebration begins later in the season, and you can expect lots of cool things in game and rewards, including 2,600 time-limited Delta
トゥームレ
tickets
イダースは
that you can get starting
ゲーム
from
ですね、
May
多分。
2nd.
We want
僕
you
も
to
やっ
have
たこと
fun.
ないんでちょっと
So
わからない
for
んで
some
すけど、
interesting spicy gameplay experience.
ゲームです
Or very punchy ones.
And extra rewards,
え、
including but
いいです
not
か？
limited
一つ質
to
問。
more reds.
Yeah, make it rain.
メタルギアソリッドのコ
Let
ラボ
us
っ
know
て
in the
いつ
chat if you are ready
来
for
る
the
予定でしょう
best
か？
We are giving away 20 Season Pass 2.
Yes, chat. Burst Fest 2600.
デルタ祭りがまた来るらしい。
Starting May the 2nd. And before that, 20 season passes for the lucky folks. Let us know if you're ready for Burst
期間限
Fest
定
or
の
not
デルタ
in the
チケットっ
chat.
ぽい。
And we do
期間
have
限
one
定の
last
デルタチケット
surprise
が
for you. We
2600枚
introduced
もらえるらし
Esports
い。
to DeltaForce last year, and we were blown away by the competition and how much fun we have had with you, our community.
So expect more intense games, great moments, and awesome rewards in and out of game experiences coming your way with two major
Invitational Warfare
Invitational taking place.
And in June, we are introduced DeltaForce Invitational Warfare in China.
めちゃ
Open
すれちゃう、そんな
qualifier
こと
will
聞いた
begin
ら。
very soon for
やめとくか。
America and EMEA. So make sure you follow our social media to register if you are interested.
That is very exciting indeed.
まだ
and
世
I'm
界大
really
会あるんや。
looking forward to it. And before that, we will take a 0-second break and get straight into the community launch part of our stream.
Okay, folks, welcome back to the launch.
Community
Hells of the game,
long.
community moments. You know the drill. Let's get into it.
ロン
So security first. I know not the most
コミュニティ
exciting
が
start,
長いっ
but
てこ
this
と？
matters, and I want to be real
絶
with
対
you.
違うやん。
Okay, so we will start with the numbers. In the last season Morpheus, our security team has handed out
何人バンされ
nearly
たってこと？
200,000 total bans, including almost 30,000 10-year bans. So that's
シー
our
ズン
message.
8で
See you
19万
in
6592
2036.
人がバンされてる、バ
And
ン
that's
されて
just
るっ
what
て
we
こと？
can share publicly. Behind the scenes,
そりゃ人も少ないわ
our
け
team
か
has。been running operations across the
そんな
clock,
こと言っちゃダメ
identifying
です。
cheat providers, tracking distribution networks, and shutting them down one by one. They haven't stopped swinging, and they won't.
Now, beyond individual bans, 9,000 black market bulk account and 86,000 scripting accounts are taken down. These are the farms and booths behind the scenes, organized and dealt with accordingly.
And we have also some bad news for our carry clawbacks folks. We have processed over 1,600 of them with their rank points and rewards gained through the illegitimate carries gone, and 210,000 compensation instances issued to players whose matches were compromised by cheaters. We are not just punishing the bad actors, we are also making it right for you.
Okay, so one thing I see constantly in our subreddit, our Discord, everywhere, I reported someone and nothing happened. I get it. It feels like shouting into the void. That changes this season. We're shipping a new feedback system. When your report leads to a ban, you'll see this pop up into your lobby. Your report, their name, the punishment, done. No guessing. And if you have been reporting genuinely, thank you. That button actually matters more than you think.
Okay. Let's also talk about the elephant
どこどこで通報した人
there
が
are
10年
cheaters
バンさ
who
れ
are
ましたみ
always
たい
getting
な
banned,
通知ってこと
and
か、これ
there are also guys who are paying them to get an advantage that is not fair. And we hear you. That is a problem. It's a real one, and we should have hit it harder sooner. So in the past, cheating carry buyers, they can have a maxed out penalty of 30 days ban, but that's not the case anymore. Starting with this new season, cheating carry buyers will face escalating penalties all the way up to a 10-year ban. So it's the same punishment as we are issuing to cheaters sitting next to them. So there is no safe seat on the carry wagon. We are going after both parties, the bad driver and the passenger. And those websites openly selling, cheating carries, services, and cheats. We have been building cases with our legal team, and our legal team is not very nice, which I can see. They are moving with the takedowns, and some already done as far as we're aware, and more will fall. We promise you that.
Yes. Now, one more thing, the new tool, Replay AI. Before a match starts, our AI is already screening player behavior in game. Over 90% of new detection rules are now AI generated, evolving faster than cheater can keep up. After the match, AI flags it. Human experts confirm it.
So cheaters may adapt, but now our system also adapts, and our system does not sleep.
All right, enough of the serious stuff. Let's get into the fun parts. Here are some of our favorite posts from the subreddit from the Morphosis season.
Okay.
Let's check them out.
Subreddit.
Are you fine, bro? This dude collected every debuff like Pokemon. I'm fine, sir. You're not fine. You're a walking war crime against yourself.
Yeah, we've all been there. And when you are limping to the extraction point and you feel it's just a scratch, it's not a scratch. You have a big medical bill to pay.
Yeah, we love that. That's very typical.
Okay.
What do we have next?
Our subreddit is always so fun.
Oh yeah.
Most
upvotes. So it's a roast to supporter, operator at the time. Ouch. But this was posted right before season Morphosis dropped. And what happened next? You already know the answer. Valinder showed up as a support operator.
これは何のコーナーなんですか？ちょっと。
Subreddit, you gotta be very careful what you are wishing for because we are looking and we might make stuff true there. So, keep the memes coming, keep the requests coming. We are always hearing and we love them. Let's see what we have here.
Okay, now the scenario is B is getting overrun and this man just get dropped and is sitting on the ground looking like he's given up on life. Viron in the spacesuit looking absolutely defeated.
Yeah, I really like, this comedy here, and I really love how our chat is having fun here. It's like I am looking at your post on subreddit, and we talking about your post, and you reacting to we talking about your post here on Twitch on this very small screen. It's a lot of fun, and it's just, also this post is just so classy and jazzy. I love it. What else do we have here?
Oh, it's a video.
I remember this one.
Hiding the...
かわいそうに。
Luna got him.
Oh! 出れるんや、今の。
Oh, yeah, he did it!
Right on cue.
Wow, he did it.
Yeah, the vent right.
何のコーナーこれは。
The vent right. Very brave, very classy. The numbers don't look super good. Room for improvement for the future, but the courage, the fluidity, that's really top notch here. Love it.
Yeah,
and
respect. Yeah.
Look, some handsome guy just showed up on screen.
Look, this angle is just very classic. The
Too
classic,
much polygons.
Yes, the classic FPS look down angle just is different on Uluru.
Yeah, I mean, he's a teddy bear in the heart, but he's just so perfect with this low poly. Actually, we should start merch. This is gold merch idea. We should totally start it.
Yes.
Yeah,
no wonder community love it.
Okay.
Couple, huh?
The cleaning.
Wow. Yes. That added. Wow. Well, we saved the best one for last. This person got her girlfriend to do a full couple cosplay. Devolve, Sub Rosa, and Hecklaw's Inky reflections, and it looks incredible.
Yes, the cosplay, the costume, they look top-notch, and it's also super wild to think you can find someone else while playing video games. That's some also, world-class skill. I need to learn from this guy. I'm sending them a DM right now.
So, yeah, community, just keep posting, keep creating. That's what makes this community what it is. Now, towards the end of Season 8, we asked Discord community to share your Battlefield stories. And over 100 of you showed up. We read every single one of them. And I gotta say, the stories you told, they're bigger than you think. We saw Major Winters charging fearlessly in Cracked we saw
いっ
Desmond
ぱい英
Dobbs
語がある
running
ね。
between C1 and C2, refusing to stop healing.
We also saw someone who tell their friend during the chat, like, go back right
これは
now,
なんだ？
and they saved a tier of ocean
Stories
that is
か。
really wholesome.
Yes, we saw a lot of
Stories
familiar faces. We saw Bennett Brothers,
難しい。
Hacksaw Ridge, Black Hawk Down, all of it. Written by you, lead by you in this game. But really, what we saw
ブラック
was
ホークダウ
ourselves.
ンが
Thank you for sharing these moments with us. It's an honor to celebrate them together. We've got more coming, more ways to connect, and more community moments, so stay tuned.
Okay,
はい
so
はい
let's maybe get back to it. We have one final round of questions and answers, and we will start with one of our last creator, a dear friend of DeltaForce, and Mondo. Hi. Oh,
誰です。こんにちは。
So, man,
I have
your,
three
profile
questions.
picture.
Thank you. Yeah, my camera's not working, sorry. But I have 3 questions. So I really, really, really like opening Mandel bricks.
メン
And
ド
I'm
ウさん
wondering, could there ever be a
だそう
Mandel
で
brick
す。
knife skin in the future?
メンドウのナイフ
that
ス
is,
キンを
you know,
出してくれ。
Mando expression when
いつかって言ってるわ。
opening Mando bricks here.
Yeah,
マンデルブリック
Mando. Yeah, so
Mendo
if you
Mandel.
remember from last season's dev
冗談で言
stream,
ってる。
Hanch MF asked this one for his buddy Summit 1G2. So I know you guys are close and where this passion came from, we respect the knife culture. But here's the thing though, Mando Break is really about giving players the one-of-a-kind deluxe
いや、
gun
わかん
skin
ない。
experience
と
each
多
season.
分、
That's
ツイッ
what
チ
makes
の
it
活
special.
動者さんですね。
It's a collector's piece, and we want to
で
keep
もい
that
つかなん
identity
か
sharp. Right now, the focus is on delivering
配信
the
者アイテム
premium
みたいな
gun
の追
skin
加してほしいよ
experience
な。
every season. But hey, never say never, right? Oh, and have you picked up this season's 3x3 safe skin yet? It's
エス
called
ケー
Zero
プな
Player,
某
which
フロム
actually cheers
某
a
タ
season
ルコ
mana
フっ
break
ていう
scene.
ゲームみたいに。
I
you get
have,
it?
yeah. It took me a while. The challenges were
Yeah.
hard, but it was really,
今
really
のは
fun.
名
And
前
it's
出して
really
ないか
cool.
らセーフです。
Yeah, it's all Westworld, right? But like, getting back to the knife skin though, this season you just saw
こんな感じで
got a new blade
配
called
信者アイ
Falling
テム追
Star,
加
a
してほしいよ。
uniquely shaped dagger, which returns some of the classic Havoc elements. The tech fills with a special energy crystal, a slick button embedded right
次
in
の
the
シーズ
center,
ンバンデル
and brand new
KC17 はマジです
inspect
よ。
and attack animations. Keep an eye out for that one too.
All right, for question number
3D
2, I was
プリンター
wondering, is the Metal Gear
モチーフの
Solid skin line ever
武器ら
coming
しい。
out? It was
では
teased a
スキン
while
らしい。
ago, and I don't know what's happening with that now.
Yeah, we also saw a lot of chat asking the same question,
Yes.
and
よ
as
かっ
we
た
have,
ね。
shared with our previous communication,
KC17 よ。
this collaboration has been delayed due to operational changes, and we will share more update when the timing is right. So make sure you follow us.
いらねえとか言っちゃダメよ。
so that's good. So we will share when the time is right. So stay tuned.
もしかしたら、
Thank you. And then my final question, I saw all the
めっちゃ
exciting
強いかも
esports
しれん
news,
や
and I was wondering, are there any plans to create
僕は
a
使わんけ
prediction
ど。
system for people that watch DeltaForce Esports, kind of like a pick'em system?
Okay, so obviously you have been watching our esports, and this is a great question because we are about to lay up this year's esports roadmap for
いいゲー
everyone.
ム
And
か。
here is the
2014は
thing:
確かに。
great esports is just about the players or the format. It's also about
でも欲しかっ
people
た。
watching and being a part of the esports. So this year we are rolling out a proper interactive spectating
ほら、
system,
文
which
句言
will
わない。
later incorporate the pick them events you just asked about. And also there are some other upgrades we are working on how you watch and how you engage with our
確かに平均
esports
的ではある。
streams. We want to make sure that the viewing experience is going to be different and better, and we will have more details coming soon.
そうよ。
Much.
17君がかわいそ
All right, Mando. Before you go, I gotta give you some flowers real quick. You're sitting tight?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way you onboarded Peanut and XQC back in February, remember that? That coaching was so legit. We were watching the whole
出て
thing.
たよな。
Be like, man, we want to clean up with this guy. Thank you for everything you do for this community, and especially for being loud about security stuff early on. Your reports and actually helped shape some of the anti-cheat policies we run today. That's real impact. So keep being the ultimate wingman. We're counting on you.
Thank you so much. And I love this game, so I'm happy to help anywhere I can. Have a great day, guys. Have a great night.
はいはいはい。終わっちゃった。
Thank you so much, Mondo. Take
Thank
care.
you, sir.
Okay, so last round of creators, last round for our gamers. We have our chat typing in here and taking notes. So
これは
did
Yeah.
we improve kill cam?
Yeah, we did improve kill cam. Like
まあ確かにス
it's
トー
an
ムアイっ
evolution,
ぽい。
right? Like remember from the early season, we don't even have that. But like
確かに。
since
多分
several
ストームアイ
seasons
よ
of
り
evolution, like not only have
狭
the
いぐ
kill
らい
cam,
か。
but then you have like all the automated
なんか
like
何やったっけな。
strategy to
アフター
track,
シ
to
ョックより
record,
広い
to
けど、
better pinpoint actual
戦いは
cheating,
めっちゃ起
like
きるって
evidence.
感じ
I
らしい。
think this like technology is just gonna keep it evolving. That's
Yeah.
how things will be.
Okay. Another question we have here is why the match history has been hidden. Any plan to change that?
Yeah, we saw a lot of like feedback about wanting to check on this salesperson's history to like pinpoint the cheater, but you gotta think about the other factor,
こ
privacy.
れあれか、チャットに来た質
What
問
if
を読
some
み上げ
player
て
they have
るみ
some
たいな
privacy they don't
感
want
じ
to
かな。
be revealed? Like we gotta protect that too.
でも
It's a
全部英
fine
語な
balance
せい
we
で
have
僕
to
らは
walk on. But
何
thank
も
you
わ
for
かりま
that
せん。
feedback. We will think about
あ、そういえ
it
ばなん
to
かアフ
see
ターショ
how
ッ
we
クが
can
もしか
strike
したら
the balance.
軽くなるっ
It's
ていう
all
のも
legit
言って
feedback,
た
and
気
we
がする。
do need to factor in a lot of factors into our decision. Moving next, people want custom lobbies. I think this is something we have been thinking about a lot. But when it comes to custom lobbies, we need to look at the bigger picture,
Yes.
right? We have the matchmaking, we have different territories, we
うん
have
なんか
different
カスタムロビーっつって
server
るか
nodes,
ら、
and
カスタムマ
it's not
ッ
as
チの
simple
こと
as
とか
it
言ってん
looks.
のかな、今。
So we won't be providing this feature in the immediate future, but never say never with DeltaForce. But that feedback is something we have actually on our backlog.
I saw somebody
So,
say
yeah.
clan system.
People want to buddy up in our game.
Yes, team up. It's better than fighting on your own.
Yeah, Seth, Eureka, you, me, we are kind of
Yes.
a clan here. But in our game,
Well, like it
After
honestly,
Shopee, yeah,
it's
it's
already in our discussion, but like it's not a full-fledged plan yet. We will definitely share it on our official channels when we have the details, so you can better team up with your buddy and form a clan to better get more rewards and fight greater enemies.
何言ってるか分かってない。
okay. So, what season will the new operations map come? Well, we said summer, and we actually meant next season. So
Yes,
it's
next season.
coming soon.
Very
and
soon.
in a few weeks, we'll have Seth over there and talking about the new map with
なんで
all
オ
of
ペレー
us.
ションズ
And
の
I
新
can't
マップ
wait.
がシーズ
But
ン9
before
じゃな
that,
くて
a
シ
little
ー
bit
ズ
more
ン10
waiting
になっ
won't
たの
hurt.
か
You
って
have
いう
New Zero Dan to enjoy. And last, Brakash
気がする。
Card. I mean, this is
しばら
a
くは
popular request
しばらくは変わ
from
ったゼロダムを楽しめ。
our chat and always from our streams.
新シーズンは
I think this is
21
something
日
we
か
have
な
been really thinking about a lot, like since this
4
is a
月の。
popular request.
で、多分
It all boils down to the
日本
overall matchmaking, and it
日本
also
時間や
boils
ったら
down to
22
how
なん
we
か
are
な。
feeling with, the current
まあ21か
queuing
22
time.
のど
This
っ
is
ちか
something we
や。
are actively discussing from time to time, and we'll share more details when we can. So that's basically it. I know chat has more questions, and we will be more than happy to take them in our Discord server and on our
どちらか。
social media. We are always there. So, yeah. And
ちなみに
magically, Eureka
21
and
日が
Seth
火曜
just
日で
showed up here
22日が
as our
水曜日
clan,
です。
and we are wrapping up this stream.
どっち
Yeah.
平
It's
日は
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot
right?
of fun. It's
Yeah.
a lot of content. It's a
あ
big
僕
season
は
with
関西人です。
so much awesome stuff
めちゃめ
you
ちゃ
can't expect.
めちゃめちゃではない
And
かもしれ
we
ないけど
just
関
want to
西
thank all of you
出
for
身
staying with us today. Thank you for joining the stream, for playing
バチコリ
DeltaForce,
関
and
西
for
弁
being
で
a
喋
part
ってええ
of
ん
our
やったら
community. It's a privilege to enjoy DeltaForce with all of you.
そもそも
And for our final giveaway,
標準語が喋れん
we
から
are giving away 20 falling stars. That very sick, slick dagger you
標
just
準
saw
語
earlier
喋ろう
in
と
our
したらめっ
chat.
ちゃ敬語になって
So
ま
let
う。
us know if you're having good time today in the chat. Back in our main stream room, remember? And you might just get it.
関西弁聞きたい。むずい。
And maybe we should, sum up our
あんま
stream
狙
for
って
today.
出そう
Maybe
と
let's
思えへん、
start
関
with
西弁。
Warfare, Eureka.
Yes. And if we start with the Warframe, Season Echo is bringing a lot of exciting new content.
あ、出た。
The new map, Akh
これ
Canal,
が
Akh Canal, is
概要
chilling
ね。
the battlefield with a bigger play space and
これ
a
これ
more
これ。これ
variable
これこれこれ。はい
combat
はいはい
terrain.
はい。
This map even will also make the
ニューア
fight
モ
feel
タイ
more
プスは
dynamic
多
and more
分こ
intense.
れで。
On top of that, we also
ニューアタッ
bringing
チメン
vehicle
ツ
and
は
gameplay updates.
AR57 の
And on the
マガジンかな。
operation side, we are
それか
making a lot of important updates too. Zero of them is getting a map update, including the new rework elevator
保険便来た。
extract, new swimming mechanisms, waterside foliage, and more
ア
environmental
サルトの
details.
紹介してたん
We
かな
are
やっ
also
ぱ。
adding new parkour and treasure hunting content.
これ配信終わってから
And we
戻れん
hope
やったら
you
ちょっと
will
だけ
discover
見
the
てから終わるか。
secrets and rewards behind those new experiences.
And of course, it's not only about the modes.
花わさび
We also
に入れん
have
ぞ
the
っ
new
て別
operator
に
modes,
関西
new
人そんなこと
weapons,
言わん
and
で。
mainly gameplay improvement coming in this
AUC の
update.
45連マグ
Exactly.
かこれ。
There is a lot in this
Okay.
update. We're really excited for you to try for yourself. Whether you like operations, warfare, or you just want to try the new operator and the new weapons, there will be a lot for you to jump into this season.
And we also have more new experiences and rewards on the way. That
making
includes Burst Fest, limited
違う
time
か。
Delta
マッチ
tickets,
メイキングじゃないん
and
かこれ
more
は。
in-game content coming throughout the new season. And once again, thank you so much for your support and
あ、終わっ
love
ちゃっ
for
た。
DeltaForce.
Season Echo goes live on April 21st, and we really cannot wait to see you jump in and try all this new content.
Have fun.
終わっちゃった。
Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the game.
Bye, guys.
Bye guys! ということで、ちょっと終わっちゃったんで、アサルトの紹介を振り返っていこう。この辺かな。
Says bullet time are wonderful
これが
for you, not for your enemies.
これ
Yeah,
がバレット
like,
M82。
yeah, like
です。
consumables will
あ、これか。あった。
And feed from top mountain, P-lighting up magazines.
So that gives you high capacity, and it's a great option to suppress your
SS190 っ
enemies.
てことは、
And here is a
P90
small sweet
P90 や
detail.
ん。P90 と同じマガジン使ってる。
downward, so your view always stays clear. Overall, it's super
だから
solid if you want to
P90
lead a church.
Definitely a
AR
flanker
57
stream. How about the second new
なんか
weapon? Pretty
P90 の
sure we saw
弾
it
使えるし、マガジンも
Oh yes, I
P90。
think Grandpa will love that.
あ、終わっちゃっ
The
た。
the
そんだけ。
M82 Sniper Rifle is an interesting addition, and we believe it will shake up the current meta.
yes, the big gun.
まあ、
is where really slows down the attack.
P90 ってこと。
During the push,
つまり、
then let's
And need more.
Okay.
Please block short. Do a
飛
strong
ばしますね。
Capacity.
is a brilliant Frankenstein build
Bruh,
based on
P90.
modified AR-15 lower receiver and feed from top mountain P-lighting up magazines.
So
P90 の
that
弾
gives
ね。
you high capacity, and it's a great option to
まあ
suppress
反
your
動
enemies.
は
And here
しや
is
す
a
反動制
small
御す。
sweet detail.
カスタムしたらし
It
やすそう。
ejects shell downward, so your view always stays clear. Overall, it's super
で
solid.
も拡張マガジンな
and
さ
shell
そうよな。このマガジンタイプってことは。ないよな。
That gives you high
だから50
capacity,
連。
and it's a great option to suppress your enemies.
And here is a small
50
sweet
連。最大
detail.
50。
It ejects shell downward, so your view always stays clear. Overall, it's super solid if you want to lead a church.
まあ。まあ、そういうことか。ほら、皆さんは、新シーズンに備えて早寝早起きをするんだぞということで、終わるか。もう終わったよね、これ。大丈夫やな。じゃあ、皆さんは早寝早起きを心がけてください。そういうことで、おやすみなさい。ほな。 お疲れ様。